Hello viewers, welcome to Special Site. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can visualize population density data in QGIS. And if we are visualizing such type of data, then that map is called Choropleth map. And so this is a kind of Choropleth map you are seeing here. Once this tutorial is completed, you are going to see a map something like this, or some better version of this kind of map. So without further delay, let's get started how we can make such type of map. So for that, I am just first going to remove all these things from here. I just want to see which local level has got the more population density. So for that, let's see it's open. Let's open its attribute table, and here we can see we need some kind of data in this attribute table, but there is no kind of data. To visualize the population density, first you will need the absolute population data, and then you will need that area data. So first, what we are going to do is we will create a field here called population, and there we'll keep the absolute population data, and another field we'll also create called area, and where the area will be filled up. So for that, simply enable this toggle editing mode, and you simply go to this new field. Okay, we are here. Then simply keep its name, let's say pop for population. And if you go see here this type, and it's integer, and we are going to keep it the same, and let the length be 10. It's okay. So we are done with this. Now again, what we need is the area. We need the area in kilometer square. And one more thing that I want to tell you, that make sure you keep the data, all this for data in same coordinate system. And I suggest to keep this data in your local projected coordinate system. In my case, I am keeping this data in 44 north projection system, and you can see here it's simply, let's double click this, double left click it, go to this information, and if you go here, you will see unit is in meter. Unit is in meter. What I mean to say is that since the unit is in meter, so the area that now you will get will be in meter square. So to add that area data, I'm simply going to go on this open field calculator. Simply left click here, go here. Now output field name will be area, and I want that area in kilometer square. So I have written this, and one thing to note, output field type. I want that field type in this decimal number, since it will come in decimal, and precision I will keep it simply 2, means something dot, and you will see 2 digit later on. Okay, output field length, let it be its maximum, let it be 10. Okay, now the main thing, important thing here is in the expression. You simply go to this geometry, just click here, click that arrow, and simply double left click this area option. Okay, now if we are here, and if we'll simply click OK, you are going to see this output, this population, this data will be filled. The new data here will come as this area kilometer square, and new field will be filled with value that will be in meter square, and I want to convert that meter square into kilometer square. So what I am going to do is I'll be dividing that with, I'll be converting it into kilometer square. So for that I have choose this value. So once this is done, I am showing. So once this is done, I'm simply going to click on OK. Now you can see here the population, the area data that you are seeing here, all is in kilometer square. So now we know the area of this palika, this municipalities. We know the area, and we need now we will need this population data. So I have got one CSV file. I'm simply going to copy and paste from there. So you can see here I have got the population data. Actually this population is a preliminary population data, and it's not the final census data. And these are the number of houses, and this is the total population. Those left two are male and female, and you can see here this is the total population. So we are only targeting this one, and we are not going to care about other things. So now we are here. We are simply going to copy and paste for all this data. Simply Control C, and you just go here, and this mode is on, and if see this is Boodle, and simply click here and simply paste. That's it. And we are going to replicate the same process for all of the things, all of this data. Once this is done, simply save this, and okay, we're done with that. Now we'll again need to create another kind of field called population density, and we are going to divide with this population with this area kilometer square. So for that, simply you need to go so simply click this open field calculator, and we are here. Now simply go to this fields and values, simply click this arrow, then go to this population, simply double left click this, and once it's done, simply divide this. We're going to divide that with this, simply again double left click. So population will be divided with this area kilometer square, and that will give us the population density, that is how much population how much population people have acquired in 1 square kilometer. Okay, if this is done, and okay, the main important thing, output field name, let's give it name, let's say pop 10 for population density. And what output field type, I will be simply click here, left click here. I will be keeping this in decimal number, and precision again I'll be keeping this in 3. Okay, we are done with this. Simply click on OK. So you have seen now the population density, and you may also notice that okay, once this is done, simply don't forget to save this and also close this toggle editing mode. So now what we are going to do is we are going to simply go on data classification. I want to classify this data. This Rupandehi Palika. Simply what I am going to do is you might not see this layer styling option here. And if you need this kind of layer styling, because it makes things quite easy, simply right click this white space and you will see this layer styling panel here. If you untick this, it has been gone. Again, if you take this here, it has come here. So I would prefer to use this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to classify this Rupandi Palika, and for that what simply in layer styling, just go here and you can select the layers which you want to work on. I'll be working on Rupandi Palika. Simply select that. Okay. Now you will see lots of option here, single symbol, and by default it has been in this mode, and so you are seeing this yellowish kind of color. Simply click here, and now I want a graduated color. Okay, now one more thing here. Okay, I want a graduate color means I want a color ranging from less saturation to high saturation. That's the general way how we show the Choropleth map, relative quantitative data. And now we need to choose the value. In this value option, simply click here, click this arrow, and simply choose this pop 10, population density. Okay, we are done with that. And now in this class option, you are seeing a class option here. More, you can see here different kind of mode here. You can see here. So first we are going with this equal count. Let's say quantile. Simply classify. Okay. After simply classifying it, we are seeing this kind of option. Now, the main important thing of making a Choropleth map or visualizing that relative absolute data is the thing with data classification. Which data classification you are going to choose, and that all depends on the what kind of what is the nature of data you got. So, and what is the purpose of your map. So what we are going to do now here is we're in this equal count equal quantile classification method. Simply click on this histogram. We are going to check from here how the data has been classified, and click on this load values. You can now see, you can compare this, and also I'm going to do, at the same time I'll be opening its attribute table. I want to keep these things together. I want to keep all those things together, and I want to compare. In histogram we were here, so now if we see closely, we can get a lot of insight from here. So data classification purpose is simply keeping the similar data together. And now look at here, which are the similar data and which are not the similar data. And if we see here, let's simply click it down. Lowest population data is of this lowest population density is of this China Mina. Okay, for its sex, and its ranging, and similar type of group is of this Devra as well, 524. That's not a huge number from here. And similar type of data is of this Gaita Hawa Nagarpalika as well. And these three type of things are quite similar to each other. It would have been better if these things were together, and likewise other things. But if we see here how the data has been classified, here is this 500, around near to 500. Here are two features have come into this category, and again greater than 500 is one feature, and data has been break in this 669.4. 669.4 means here data has been break, and below this all they come in a same class. So there are probably four type of features. I'll be also saying this now. What I want to say is that after doing this classification, quantile division, quantile, we can notice one thing, and this portion and this portion, this and this two, all have come in a same class. Simply click and untick this. You can. They all have come under same class, but they don't deserve to come under same class, because you can see here this population density of 900, 1918 and 2116 are quite similar of this Bhutal and Siddharthanagar, and there is a huge gap between this Bhutal and Tilotama in terms of population density, and respect similarly with these two other things. So it's not a good idea to keep all these things. That's not a good idea to keep all these things in the same class. So I am not interested in keeping those data in same category. And other thing is, you know about this quantile division. If we'll do quantile division, it divides the classes into features. I mean to say that each feature will get equal number, each class will get equal number of features. You can count here as well. And so I did not like the grouping of this classification. So I am not going with go that, because my purpose of my map is to show the distribution of population density, and which has not been showing, and that's not the correct thing to do there. So I'm again going to go on with this. I'll be seeing this equal interval, and if we see this equal interval, one thing is for sure, that it's not showing all the classes it should have shown. And this class, there under this category, there is no kind of features. This is the problem with this equal interval data. It won't show all the features. Now, you can see here again. So this, what I feel like, simply go to this histogram and load value here. With this classification, what I feel is that it has kept all these features, this lessly dense data, this white portion, in same class, and other regions are kept in different classes. So if the purpose of your map is to clearly differentiate between highly dense geographic unit with a lessly dense geographic unit, then you need to go with this data classification. But that's not my goal. I want to show the distribution of population density. So for that, my goal is different. So I'm going to go with, let's explore other data. Let's see this natural breaks. What? Simply click that. And now we can see something here. So now again, let's see this histogram. Simply load value. And you can see something here. You can see one thing, and that thing is these two features have come in same class, which they should have been coming. As I had been saying previously, this is Siddharthanagar and this is Bhutal. These two are quite similar data and should have come in same group. Here they have come together. Simply you can do like this. These two data have come in same group, and which is a good thing. And now other thing is, and simply you go here, and if we see the data, this Tilotama 1185 and this uh, Samaramai and this Marsawari, this thing, this four thing are also quite similar type of data, and would have been better if they have come together. Let's see if they are together or not. Oh, okay, I can notice here those three data are quite closer to each other. Okay, this Tilotama, this Samaramai, Om Satya, and probably this Morsavari as well. I think these four are in same category. Yeah, you can notice this here. These four things are in same category. Okay, that's a good thing. And they are similar type of data, and they have come in same category. And if you notice this from this row, this Kotahimai and this Mayadevi, Limin Sanskrit, this Suddhadan, that are in the 700 range, this should have come in same category. This should have come in the same range. This is not the thing. Okay, this one is what I'm talking about. Okay, you can notice this. These three have come together in same range. So that is also a good thing. And if you notice this below, this Saina Maina having the lowest population density, and till with this it's quite similar to this Rahini and other things. Simply untick this, and these three have the similar population density, and they have come in same class. So in my opinion, among all those three, and this data classification clearly shows the distribution of population, which was my required purpose, and it fulfills my purpose. So I'm going to go with this data classification. So according to your purpose and distribution of data, you go with your classification, because it's not sure that all data will have the same kind of nature. You can also see this histogram and also do analysis. It will be easier for you to do analysis by looking in this histogram as well. And now what I want is, we need to do some kind of changes in these values, because if you notice here, the value ranges from 486 to 583, and again in another class it's ranging from 583 to 726, and again this 726 has come into another class. And this is not a ideal thing, because this software by default has given this classification, and we need to edit this thing, because 583 has already come in this class first, and we can't keep that value again in the second class. So what we are going to do is, we are what now we'll make 583 is fine here, and now we are going to make this 584 point something, and that the same thing we are going to apply in the rest of the other thing. We will increase each this lower field of this second, third, fourth, and fifth classes with one value. So simply double left click here, this second class, increases value. Let's make it at 3 at 4, and simply click OK, and do the same for increase value for the rest of the class, and let's make it 2627. Okay, and so now we can see here, we can see some changes in the legend as well. 487 to 584, then in new class 585 to 727, and likewise the continuous value we can see here. So this was the thing what we were looking for. So we are done with it. Now what I want to focus on now, symbology and labeling things, and for that I will do arrange to some setting here. simply go to this project, go to new print layout and give its name. And now see, select this base properties, select the size. I think for me A6 will work. Keep it this in 100%. I'm going to go with A5. So we are done with here. Now I'm going to keep here firstly a border. So simple love this. So we are done with those things. Now I'm going to add the map. Add map. Simply click here and simply drag it. Just drag it. And simply simply click here. Let's see the scale. Let's change this scale to. I also want to do one thing. Simply just click here, just increase it, just increase it. This scale has become huge. Let's change this. So you can change the scale from here. And for me, this map scale is it looks good, but here are something that I need to change in my level. This level are shifting in their in right position, so I'm going to erase that thing. I will also copy. I would like to copy this scale, and I like to paste this scale in here because I want to see the map that looks the same in map page. So it's saying like that. I'm simply so I'm going to simply shift them which are not in proper place. You might not, in your case, you don't may not have this Rupin layer. Uh, I actually have made it transparent and overlap on top of this our main analysis thing. What you need to do is you simply select this and you need to go to this option and move other things. But in my case, my levels are not working, so I'm going to select this and I will be moving them. And in this case, you just go to Polygon. Now we are going to go on layout. If you see the layout now, you can see some subtle changes have been made here, but here we are not able to see this Siddhartha Nagar. We'll add this level later on. Now if everything is done finely, then we are going to add here we are going to add this legend here first, then later on we are going to add the inset map. For that legend, simply go to add item, go to add legend, and simply click and drag it. If this mapping is done, just lock it, and don't forget to lock it from here as well. Now here we need to do lots of adjustment. The first thing here is I don't want this. I'm going to remove this. Simply this, enable this auto update. Simply click here, it's just remove it, and in this Rupandhi Palika, simply double click here, and you need to say it here. As this is population density, I will say it square kilometer. Okay, and now other thing is that here are some boundary things. The boundary, you don't need to add this because it's quite clear, and these two things you need to add. So I will be adding one group here as well. One group as persons per square kilometer. Under this group here I have some elements. So I would also like to create one group like this, and under with them there will be these two things. Okay, for that simply just like this, and this to pin the this copy one, and just select and remove them, and this click and drag it, and just make it bounded. Once that thing is done, now we are going to add this font. Simply title item font this item which you are seeing here, and it will be free sans, and it I will want to keep this. The stain is suitable for it, and subgroup font also free sans. I will have to keep it here 12. Okay, now one more thing here. Where is legend items? In simply like, let's make this so we are done with the legend as well. We can do one more thing. Let's do some spacing thing. Okay, now these things look fine. After these things are done, I'm simply going to lock this. Okay, here is one thing that we need to change this yellow like color, and there is no any yellow like color, that we need to fix this. For this I'm going to untick this, and if I will come here, and so no changes are seen here because we have locked it from here, and now also no changes have been seen. Simply click here, click on this map, and these layers were locked from here, and now you can see some changes here. Again you can lock them. So now legend is looking fine, and okay, now one more thing we need to add here, and that thing is district is fine. This palika thing, this palika has also to be added here. It would be it had been better if we had added that palika, and for that we again need to just untick this, just go here and just go to this item, and just say this One more thing I want to do here is you can see here in this background the color is white. I don't want this to appear in white color because it's getting more attention. I'm simply changing this color. Simply just click here and let's make it like this. It's looking fine, not getting so much of attention, so it's looking like good. But one other thing, you can also make this a little bit, not more. Now it looks fine to some extent. So now I need to add a inset map here, and I want to add that inset map probably here. I would like to add an inset map here because other space are not is not present, so I would like to add inset map here one. Okay, one more thing also we need to change in this legend, and that thing is, if you note here, this legend is in continuous way. I mean to say that 584 is the end of the first class. We can see something, I mean to say that if you look at this first class, its end is in 584, and now in second class it start is from 585, and likewise one increment is there in each class, so such data is called continuous data. And normally if we are showing the continuous data, what we do is make we just keep these all symbols together so that it will feel like they actually are continuous. So for that, what we are going to do is it's all about spacing, and we need to make some changes in that spacing. You may notice one thing that by doing this, other boundary, other things have also been affected. So to solve that problem, what I'm going to do is I'm simply pressing Control here and Control C, Control V. Then what I'll be doing here is I will be simply in this legend, I will be simply removing all these things, and now its spacing has to be adjusted. It's looking fine, and here also. So it's looking good. And we also need to change both the respective background color because this background will not look, that box is not looking great. So that's it. If now it's looking more aesthetic than the previous one, and everything looks good here. Now I'm simply going to lock all these things, and what I want is I want inset map here showing the Nepal with this Rupindri district. So for that I'm simply going here, and where is that Nepal district? Here is the Nepal district. And one more thing we have not done here is we need to enable this labeling first. Let's make this district frictions. Okay, now we can see some kind of labeling here. Let's see here. Let's on this okay, this map. Okay, what we simply just click here, just unlock from here. Now we can see a bit of leveling here. We can also decrease some kind transparency. Okay, let's not make that much transparent as well. Okay, now everything looking good. Okay, here are levels for this district as well, and level size, let's make it 8. Here everything is looking great. Now I'm simply going to log this and other things. Now we are done with everything. We'll just need a one inset map here, and later on we are going to add some description here, and we are done with this. So finally, I think we are done with this map. So this is the final Choropleth map that shows the relative population data, and that population data is population density of this Rupenhe district, in which this local level has more population data. We can see this clearly, and this Butol and this Siddharthanagar, these two regions have higher population density as compared to other regions. So thank you viewers for watching this video. We are going to meet soon in upcoming videos. You can do lots of some chop and changes from here and experiment a lot and keep learning. So thank you so much for today.